problem. Today we put on our helmet and we eat some bread. And wait, I'm just moving to the left hand. It puts bread on their head. Hey, and that's me. I made a crafty thing. It's all because of this little recipe here, and all of its really strange detail. First, I have to jump into this closet and accept grass. What's grass in a closet? How's this doing? A whole bunch of cobble in there. Oh, we're still with this problem. All right, fine. Look at all of that cobble that's just waiting to be used with all that coal coke. It's going to take forever. And there's more to this problem, but have I got any? I don't know. Couple of birch planks, but don't go overboard. Okay, the next episode, and it's hard to believe it was last episode. It was terrible. It had a that is, of course, absolutely no good. Or no, what's wrong with me? I had planks right there. We don't just really leave it and like this lip it so that slide move it that way. Problem. It doesn't really look too much like glowstone, but you could, if you look carefully, you can see the brightness varies. So I made one of these little. And let's see. This said west, and this said 1334, which I thought was the number of blocks, but it was actually the number of tiles. So that's why last episode the tiles. There's some room. Ha! I tried to kill off earlier. Nothing to do with it. All right, so it said west. And it should have been east, so that was a mistake. But there was a problem. The recording of it, I deleted. Okay, I had an extra one, and I put it back in the there's a reason for that. Because if I'm then right is in there. Server kept going. No crash on the server, but the client did crash. There's a skeleton over there. Or no, actually, I can't see him because I've got these crosshairs away. This is a problem this $1 million man used to have. These big crosshairs, you never make out. Right, click on that, and click on it either. Copy it, and it goes wrong. It goes that way, and ends up plus way, and that's one point. So that's going break. Okay, no, because am I carrying a boat? Okay, I'm carrying a boat. I've got it so it'll go east, and it will go the correct number of tiles, not meters. But it's got, and this is the problem because when, and I wasn't flying. I had that off. Kick people for flying, but it's going fast. And just show you. First, I got to get the boat. Ugh. Well, I don't know. Just show you it's realistic. It's got to be done properly. Where's my wrench? Let's get the wrench here. Okay. I got this facing the right direction, and there it is. Okay, so now, very carefully, go. What the hell was that all about? Hi, this is very confused bread chomper 𝙈𝙚𝙣𝙩𝙖. We'll eventually get to eat his bread. The moon rises over the stale air. I look in the distance without the binoculars, and I see one zombie. There's probably more, I just don't see them right this minute. Never mind. I just did an episode for the third time. And for the third time, it failed miserably. I'm going to try to say this all over again. What you have just seen at the beginning of the episode was what was left of my third attempt. This is the finished product, and there will not be a working model. And why not? Because, well, it just keeps corrupting my video every time I launch the damn boat. Not that boat, the ferry. Last episode, I said I was working on this and it didn't work for some reason. And I said, let's get it working. And so I did it, and it worked, and it crashed. Then I tried again. Every time I'd put it there, I'd get in it, I'd start it, it would go 21,344 tiles, or 1,334 meters. That's 1.3 kilometers. And it would take 500 ticks to do it, which meant it was moving extremely fast. I think it was 500 ticks. And because I was in it, it was moving too fast and I would crash. And I had it going in the wrong direction. It was going that way. So I started it again. And the last video, which you have seen, I set it off that way. And it went, and I crashed again. And this time I was determined to get the corrupt video file to work. And now, well, you saw the results. I had to download like 4 different programs, and they kept wanting me to pay money. Yeah, I'm going to pay $70 for a piece of untried software that doesn't look like it's going to work properly. Well, I finally did get a piece of software to work, and it finally worked. But that was the best it could do. So, there is no way in hell I'm going to do this all over again. No way. This recipe is no good. Gone. I never want to see it again. I'll leave that boat there to remind me how stupid this was. It just plain don't work. I mean, not gonna make a very good boat? I mean, I wanted to make a ferry that would go 1.3 kilometers. And it didn't. Now watch this. Guess where I'm going? Oh, I'm going to spawn. And you're going to see something amazing. There's you guys. I can't fight you guys anymore. I'm a little busy right now. Right now I'm recording this at 10 p.m. I've recorded 3 times since approximately 8 a.m. And it's now too late. I'm not going to be able to edit this and then upload it. And I can't upload or finish editing my other episode, which I've been holding on to the last couple of days, of the other one. The Cracked World. In fact, before we go there, let's go over here. Well, it is nighttime. Alright, yeah, we'll wait. We'll go over there later. Go over there later. There we go. Finally, I can look at the direction I'm supposed to travel. I've been avoiding using these waypoints. Well, we've had a really awful time. Every time I click on that damn boat, it crashes. Maybe it's when I click on the boat when it's when it's in the start position, it crashes. But maybe when I click on it when it's in the end position, it will crash. There's just one problem with that, which is that once this video crashes, it's not going to work. It's going to look like the beginning of this episode did. As such, I don't think you want that. So we're going to do something. The special ferry boat moves about, I'd say about 10 times as fast as this does. And so I reported the bug in 2 places, Little Tiles and Cubic Chunks, and they said, Creative MD, maker of Little Tiles, said no. I think it's Cubic Chunks that does it. There's nothing I could really do about it. But then I noticed that it worked pretty well, apart from the singular crash, whether I was in it or not. The rest of the time it works okay. It's that there should be some way that we can make the duration go slower. I had the duration set to 500, which was the slowest it could go. And it was still going very, very fast. You will find the boat right there. See? There it is. How did I know? Because it works. It actually works. There's nothing wrong with this ferry or boat. But you want to be careful because it'll crash And when it crashes, it not only crashes my video, but it crashes other things as well. I have trouble restarting my client. It's a client crash, not a server crash, which is why I know that this is a problem. And I'm pretty sure it's because of cubic chunks not doing things properly. So we're going to see what we're going to do. But first, I'm going to stop the video and start it over. And just like that, it's gone. Yeah, it crashed again. Took me a minute to get back. No, there is not going to be a ferry to 𝙈𝙤𝙣. I'm sorry. 𝙈𝙤𝙣 cannot make a ferry that goes that distance. Crashes his computer. Or not computer. Crashes his client. Has to restart Minecraft. Is not pleased with this result. It was a bold and ambitious idea that should have worked, but for some reason did not. Where did this idea come from of starting a ferry and going a long distance? Well, interestingly, I believe it was Creative MD or somebody else, I think it was Creative MD, made a video in which he showed himself inside a gigantic train car. That's why it might not have been him. I don't know if he would have done that. But he was in, but there, whoever it was had made the train car, and it was such a gorgeous, beautiful image. The heck is all that? Must have been from another tree. And I love that, and I just thought that would be cool, because why would we need to bother with regular minecart rails? And so I just said, well, we could just have a ferry, because it's almost a straight distance from spawn to my base. And now it remains a straight distance, but it remains an impossible one. I am going to have to dismantle the boat, the ferry. There is just no way this is going to work. It is a failed premise. And that's what's so disappointing, because I had set it to work, and now it won't work. Do you suppose if I made a smaller one that it would work? Well, you see, the problem is the great distance of 1.3 kilometers. It kills everything else. Server works perfectly fine. Item goes its distance. No problem at all. Okay, we're looking for 1. 1, really? It's not 1. Oh, it's X. It's not 1, it's X. I want to get there at daytime. Maybe I should go a bit slower. Yeah, well, anyway, Taco and I have been discussing the matter, and basically we need to be able to slow down the speed of the item that goes a great distance. And his suggestion is that instead of a duration in time, what about a duration in number of tiles per ticks or something like that? I think that's a good idea. This is taking, oh, there we go, 3. It's really taking too long, but hopefully there's not going to be too many foes on the island. I found something on the island that I wanted to show you, so we're going to start by going over here, actually. Yes, somebody's been lighting this stuff up, and I wanted to see who it was, but I don't know who it was. Somebody set up, the skeletons have been setting it up. That's nice. You can see how they pillar up over here. And they started something there. Actually, that might have been me. No, wasn't me. A bit more stuff over there. I have no idea what anybody put over there, and that's not important. We're going back. Yeah, some people have put some torches up, and I was wondering what this was. Wandering around a bit. Bit of an underhang. Getting a low tick speed, it looks like. Now, usually when I got these lights down here, it means that I've got something set up. Wait a minute, we got something here. This looks familiar. Have I seen this before? I believe this was an error at some point. That's one of the larger iron veins. They were too large. They shouldn't be so large. There's like a vein of 31. It's kind of ridiculous. We eventually keyed it back, but I don't know why we've got it now. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's time to go. Daytime now. See, there's a proper ore vein. I sensed something was up when I saw all this, and I just thought, why is this just floating there like that? And then I noticed there were some boats and some pillaring. Anyway, then I saw this, more pillaring up, but more importantly over here, there's more boats and there's some crops. And I just thought, oh, that's awesome. Somebody actually tried to build something here on the edge where they thought they could be safe by going deep into the water if they had to. Pardon me, Mr. Boat. And yes, this is sort of like stairs. Somebody's got auto jump on. That's how the stairs work. And they've been putting torches all over the place. It looks cool. And we got to get away from the monster. Some more crops, but unfortunately the water is not doing very well. Oh, and there's a portal. I didn't know there was a portal here. That's interesting. And then look at this. That means... This is very interesting, by the way. This was old type of wood or some other thing that used to be part of possibly Thumbcraft. It probably was a really cool thing. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit dangerous. Got something going on. There is a pathway down here, and I haven't gone. There's the... Something strange about that. Oh, never mind. This just looks like a regular pathway down into the depths for the purpose of mining. There's just one problem with that. You could theoretically just go down forever. Ooh, did you see that? Got some lava down there. Right there on the map. Oh well. Anyway, I've been really upset about this. I mean, we went to all this trouble to try to make a ferry. 2 entire episodes and it's all busted. So let's see what else has been constructed. You can take celestial notes here. That darkness like that, pretty much, well, now it's lit up because I walked on the redstone ore, but when it was dark, it meant there was an object that was there that has been... What the hell? Why can't you be slow like that guy? Ugh. More crops. Sprutch woods. Where is this going? Bedrock. Somebody took the bedrock. Was given bedrock and took it. And well, oh, look at this. There was a tree here. And the tree had snow on it. And now we just have the snow. That is impressive looking. It almost looks like a space... Ah! Durr. Somebody was testing out ore excavation, I could tell. That is really impressive looking. We'll never see its like again because we could never get... And that looks like a shelter somebody put up, but there's too many mobs over there. People having trouble. Yeah, people having trouble setting things up. They don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Do you? But we're done for the moment. I think I'll leave that boat there and I'll take the other boat instead. Should be okay. They've got the same specs. And that other boat is closer to shore. So anyway, that's that. And I really don't know what to do. I mean, I've never... That was another thing we had. We had rain and I did toggle downfall right before launching the ferry. In conclusion, I'm going to have to just simply state that this was just... It was a nice idea, but it was failed from the start. So, I guess... And there it is back there again. Proof that it works. On behalf, and I have to say this, but on behalf of the Mental Block server and the people who still do enjoy time on it, I just want to say I'm sorry. I am very, very sorry. I have done everything I could to make this a pleasant experience so people could enjoy the game and play the game. Enjoy two great mods that worked well together until today, that is. And I've let you all down. I have let you all down. There's people have gone away, basically, from the way things were. They don't show up on the server much more. They don't play much more. That's their choice. But I have failed you somehow. Just don't want to... People just don't want to come here. And it may well be because of this. This thing. Oh, that's another thing that happens. Yes? It copies it. It copies it. You get one copy here, get one copy there. There is no reason for that. And since I'm putting this away, bloop, I'm going to put this away too, actually. There's no sense in keeping it. Yep, it really does make a copy. So that's a bug report, but I'm not interested in giving a bug report to Creative MD. He seems to be on top of other things. But I have been let down by Creative MD. Really, I've been let down by everybody. Everybody is. Nobody comes online anymore, except once in a blue moon. We used to have Creative MD on here, and we used to have Bartex on here. Now it's just what did it used to be? I can't even get a good tick speed. Minecraft used to be around here. Now he's busy with the other server, which is a handful. We used to have Cursed Flames here. And if we go far enough, we'll see Cursed Flames' base. He can't continue. He can't continue working on his base over there because there's no Thumbcraft anymore. I let him down as well. I have let you all down. Well, for the rest of the season, we'll be working on this base and maybe a little bit of exploring. And maybe if I remember, I could go to the other places where I've got bases planned and things planned. I've got a couple of extra locations. You'll remember a floating island. I think it was that way. Or was it that way? L? We'll get rid of X. What do you think, it's island? Yeah, it's island. So it's that way about 4 kilometers. Okay, good to know. I've let you all down. We're going to keep building, though. This was a nice attempt. It's actually pretty cool looking, I think. What I like is that we haven't used up very much redstone or lapis, and we still got a good fair number left that we could make into some objects. It's just really too bad that our build was completely useless. There isn't a boat type, if you're wondering. There's no boat type in these recipes. Let's show you what I mean. Let's see. Oh, I gotta click it, not right click it. See, none, fixed chair, door, sliding door, ladder, bed, storage, no clip. And so none of this is possible. Actually, it looks like it might make a nice bed. Without a mattress in it. We were using sliding door, and duration only goes up to 500. We needed it to go to about 5,000. No, I literally don't know how long it should have been. It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. But we will keep this. We will keep this and we will put it away. We will put it away in our archives. And apparently I hear... Gotta put the constructs in there. Bye-bye, Mr. Recipe. You'll be missed. So, now that leaves us free to work on the building of this base, and we can finally dig out all the humongous and ridiculous areas, and we can work once more on all the things that have led us the way to dusty death, or to crashy death, or to doors not working properly. Well, we're not going to work on that anymore. Our attempts at Little Tile's education have now come to a halt. And so this is me saying, next time, you better beware. Beware!